This question is really straightforward, but I know people are going to get it wrong. The SAT is just so good at what they do about coming up with the wrong answers, the trap answers. So don't try to picture what a 14-sided die looks like. Who cares? The point is, if we were to roll the die, there would be 14 possibilities. So that's how probability works. The denominator is usually what we want to start with because it's the thing that's like limiting, I guess. So in this case, there's 14 possibilities. They don't give us any certain characteristics that we need to look for, right? If the die is rolled one time, what is the probability of rolling a 2? We're just rolling it, right? They're not saying if it's rolled and we get an even number, what's the probability of a 2, right? Like it's not that complicated. It's very simple. So 14 is our denominator. Now, think about this 2. What is that? It's one side of the die, right? It's just one side. So the odds of us rolling this particular side are 1 in 14. So choice A is the answer. But I know some of you are going to pick B. I know it. It's just something about the way our brains work. We really, as human beings, love familiar things. And so you see the 2 here, you see the 2 here, and your brain just goes, 2 and 2, done. You can't help yourself, but you really have to be on the lookout for this kind of thing. It makes no mathematical sense, but it's just your brain's way of kind of finding the path of least resistance. But as you move through a section, the questions are getting harder. The wrong answers are getting trickier, more enticing, right? So you have to be aware of that as you take any SAT section, reading included. And that's how we kind of like avoid these mistakes. They're easy to make, but they're also very easy to prevent if we're thinking about this and the way that the SAT comes up with its wrong answers. It's not a coincidence. They did that there knowing you would look at the 2 and really want it in both places. But it's just one side. They could have said, what's the probability of rolling a 7? Okay, it still would be 1 in 14. What's the probability of rolling a 13? Still 1 in 14. It's the same because it's just one side. So the side that we pick does not matter. It's just the one side. So the numerator of the fraction is 1.